Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, for your next Maine adventure, will begin shortly.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday evening as the lights just come on in the studio here. Hey, we have a very nice stretch of weather on the way. We've been getting spoiled with the sunshine, warm temperatures. Some of you hit 80 degrees today. Those same areas that hit 80 degrees today are candidates for lows in the 30s this weekend. I think there will be a frost freeze for parts of the region, both tomorrow night and again Saturday night. The coldest night looks to be Saturday night and into Sunday morning. Daytime highs look great, though. We should be in the 60s. If you have outdoor plans, it should be a nice weekend for maybe some apple picking, or it's a little early, but maybe you want to go pick out that pumpkin or just whatever you have outdoor plans for. You can wear the flannel, and you're probably not going to be too hot with it on as cooler air moves in. But it's short-lived. It comes and goes. Looks like the next warm-up gets going next week. We do have some warmer temperatures in the forecast again tomorrow. It's not as warm as today, but most of the area will make it into the 70s. Let's see if we can take a look at some of those. Oh, it's not going to show up. All right, hang tight for a sec. We need to show the graphics. Give me one sec here, folks. It was showing up. Let's see if it shows up now. There we go. Invite, share screen. It's coming. There it is. All right, we got it. A little bit of a hiccup. There's the sunshine tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. And the weather's so nice, we don't even need a graphic. I'll just tell you, it's going to be sunny tomorrow, sunny Saturday, sunny Sunday. Low to mid-70s tomorrow. We have sort of the opposite of what we had today. Tomorrow, we'll have temps in the mid-70s at the coastline. We're warmest at the coast, thanks to a land breeze. Inland regions will be in the low 70s. The mountains will stay in the 60s. 60s will be common both Saturday and Sunday. Let's see if we can get this to advance. There we go. All right, tonight we have lows slipping into the 50s. Pretty quiet looking night out there. It's not a cold night. In fact, it's a very mild night. Right after this little digital studio update for Rennie's here, I'm gonna take a little walk outside. It's beautiful outside this evening. Daytime highs tomorrow will be in the low to mid 70s. Notice how we're warmest at the coast. We'll enjoy unlimited sunshine. All right, tomorrow night and into Saturday morning, let's talk about low temperatures. Yeah, we're probably talking about lows in the 20s and 30s in the mountains. There probably will be a hard freeze in these areas right here. That line points north. There probably will be a freeze tomorrow night into Saturday morning. A patchy frost is possible, basically in this region right here, going from the Sanford area up to the south side of Sebago Lake, Lewis and Auburn, not including Augusta, but down through the Kennebec River Valley. Many of you north and west of that, a patchy frost is possible tomorrow night. And that's not the coolest night of the stretch. Basically, where I outlined that first line there, that's where we have the potential for a freeze. The growing season will likely come to an end, where a freeze watch has been issued for Friday night through Saturday morning. Coos County, northern Oxford, Franklin, and Somerset County included in that. And again, Saturday night will be the coldest night of the stretch. So it will get colder for one more night. Then it starts to warm up a bit. There is a front to our northwest, and that's just the boundary between the mild air that we had in place today. Today, of course, we had winds coming in out of the south and southeast. Behind this front, that wind will shift over to the northwest. So cooler temps will start to move in out of Canada. Let's go through Storm Tracker. We'll start you off tomorrow morning. 50s are expected early in the day. That's about 7 o'clock or so. Now, as we go through the afternoon, we should have highs running in the low to mid 70s. Remember, that northwest wind will be a little breezy tomorrow. It will feel a little cooler than those actual air temperatures. Low to mid 70s are expected. Again, warmer temperatures, or warmest temperatures, will be at the coast. This is just an estimate on temperatures for Saturday morning. But again, the best chance for a freeze will be in this region right here. Basically north of that line, a freeze is possible Saturday morning, and north of this line I'm drawing right here, it looks like that's a bad line. Hold on, let's do that again. That second line on Saturday morning should do something like this. Yeah. A frost is possible north of that line. So notice the coastline probably stays out of the frost conditions for Saturday morning. Now, Saturday afternoon, we should be in the 60s for highs, so it's seasonably cool, but we'll have unlimited sun. Really looks to be a great-looking stretch of weather. Of course, we need the rain, and I understand we're in drought conditions, and in some cases, we're in severe drought conditions. So yeah, we need the rain, but we're not going to get it. So it's just the way it is. Our next chance for showers will probably be late Tuesday. Now, Sunday looks like a hard freeze is expected in the mountains again in this region right here. Now, that chance for a frost will get a little bit closer to the coast. So you had 15 miles inland. I think there is the chance for a frost, or at least a patchy frost Sunday morning. And that does include Lewiston. That includes the Sebago Lake area, interior York County. Augusta, they have a hard time getting a frost, at least at the airport, because it's on a little plateau. But you get down in the Kennebec River Valley, there will be some spots in the middle 30s. So same areas, they hit 80 degrees today. Well, the growing season could come to an end this weekend. I think we're back in the mid to upper 60s for highs on Sunday. All right, closer inspection. Again, frost freeze looks most likely in the hills and mountains Saturday morning. As we go through the afternoon, 60s for high are expected for highs. Should be a good afternoon on Saturday. Sunday morning, frost freeze. Best chance for it will be inland Maine and New Hampshire. We don't have to go too far inland to find temps in the low 30s. So that's the big weather story this weekend. We really don't have much to talk about. So frost freeze is probably the big weather story going forward. And the next warm-up gets going early next week. We're probably going to be having highs running in the 70s as soon as Monday. All right, your inland forecast as far as temperatures go for nighttime temps, where I suspect temperatures will stay in the 50s by Friday morning. We should be in the 30s by Saturday morning and low 30s by Sunday morning. So those are the two coldest nights. I think Sunday morning is a little bit cooler than Saturday morning. Your coastal forecasts, I think there'll be a little bit of a breeze, especially near the coast on Saturday morning. So I don't think that we'll get as cold as we could get. And Sunday, the wind drops off. So, or Sunday morning, I should say. So even at the coastline, we're probably in the upper 30s. That's my early estimate. Stay tuned as we get closer. If you know the routine. If you're in the freeze warning area or frost advisory area, those haven't been issued yet. But if they are issued, you know the routine. If it's just cover up the plants or maybe pick the tomatoes and peppers, bring them in. Because the growing season will probably come to an end for many areas inland and mountains this weekend. Lows tonight, they'll dip into the 50s. Highs tomorrow will be in the 70s. Again, we're warmest at the coast. Inland towns will be in the low 70s. 7-day calls for a lot of sun for the next 4 days. Really looks nice. There's that cool down for the weekend. Gets a little bit warmer next week. There's some question marks, when the showers get in here. I think there will be some showers late Tuesday night, and then maybe some showers Wednesday as well. Ahead of that front, we may actually warm it up a little bit on Tuesday. So we'll have to see how warm we can get. But 70s should be common for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we do have another warm-up that returns to the forecast. So that's pretty much it, folks. Hope everybody's having a pleasant evening at home. Forecast remains quiet in the coming days. The drought continues. Just started work on the winter forecast, and I don't know, it'll be an interesting winter, I think. We'll see how it plays out, but there are some interesting analog years that are starting to pop up. So be fun to see what comes out of that, of course, going forward. And as we head deeper into fall, of course, I would imagine at some point it will start to rain again. Hopefully it rains before the ground freezes. That is the hope. We're getting some reports of some folks who have shallower wells. Some of the wells are starting to have some trouble out there. And let's hope we get some rain sometime in the next couple of weeks. What we really could use is one of those storms that brings remnant moisture from one of those tropical systems. But there are no tropical systems expected to affect the east coast of the United States over the next week to week and a half or so. What's left of Gabrielle. Gabrielle is going to stay well out into the ocean at this point. It looks like it may come close to Bermuda, but we're not going to see any effects from Gabrielle. All right, folks, let's leave it at that tonight. Hope everybody is having a wonderful evening. As we head into the weekend, the weather's going to cooperate. Outdoor plans tomorrow. If you work outdoors, we're in good shape. High school football games tomorrow night. Grab a sweatshirt. It's going to get cooler pretty quickly, especially as that sun goes down. All right, folks, have a nice night. Take care.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels.